basically like I'm like hard stuck right now, like 2100, like around there.
Okay.
And it's definitely like a skill issue because I'm having a lot of trouble. So it's I- I've I'm noticing like even in some of the games that I win, like my damage output will like I'm playing carry, so
Mm-hmm.
and my damage output would be like third behind my mid lane and off lane, and I'm noticing like when they're not doing well, then the game is like super hard for us to win. Like I'm never really like carrying the game well. Even when I have like what I feel is like space to do what I need to do to get my items,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like struggling. And I'm honestly I'm not sure like what the issue is. So this game, um, I think I played pretty well. I had 8 deaths though, so I mean that's for sure too many.
Okay.
Starting items, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be Necro or Huskar off lane.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's why I left myself some gold. I wanted to check it out before because I don't want to stick against Huskar.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I just wanted to scope out, see where they were walking, and then early right here, I see Necro like walking down to the lane. So I ship out my stick immediately. So that's why I have extra gold right now.
That makes sense.
But yeah, basically my biggest problem is I'm finding it hard to connect with my team when I'm strong.
Okay.
And yeah, essentially just I feel like my impact is not where it needs to be, especially if I'm gonna play carry.
Okay.
And
Well, hopefully you've come to the right place.
yeah, well, I mean, when we started coaching, I don't know if you remember, but I was like 1600, and now I'm 21. So it was like I jumped up like as a direct result of our coaching session. So felt confident coming back.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
It's been a while though.
Yeah. Well, sorry I've been unavailable. Hard
No,
for
no,
me to
no.
be
It's
available
like
on short
whenever
notice.
I hit you up, like I'm expecting you to say no. I'm just throwing out a shot in the dark because
Yeah.
it's got like some free time.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay. So we got the wand. I might have not gone full wand. You flew out stick first, right? And then
I did, yeah.
yeah,
Stick
you
by
did
itself,
stick.
yeah.
Yeah, I might have just rushed ring of health here. Because the extra,
Yeah.
what, 250? No. It's
Yeah, it is
450?
250, yeah.
250? Yeah, the extra
150 for the rest of
250?
me. Yeah.
I don't know. This Necro's going to be putting a lot of harass, and, like, I don't think the extra stats are going to make a difference versus, like, a faster ring of health, I think will make a difference in terms of
Yeah, and
sustaining this lane.
I think I noticed that too late because before I think I get boots and then ring of health. Like before I get my treads,
Oh, I see.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Whenever I'm like Ursa, like playing for like Battle Fury, honestly, like unless I'm like being super aggressive intentionally and like I think I'm like just gonna kind of crush my lane, like I'm trying like starting Arbor Venom kind of stuff.
Hmm.
I'm kind of just in the mindset of like I want to rush this ring of health because it just makes it so hard for the enemy to like actually kick you out of lane if you can get it at a decent timing. Because it lets you like keep CSing well.
Right. Like I would have it right now already.
Yeah. You like
Yeah.
literally have it. Um, Other than that, you're CSing pretty well. I'm not noticing any major issues. Uh, okay, we got a kill. We're going all in. Oh, we didn't go all in. Yeah.
Oh no,
So
yeah,
you're
I
just
shipped out
going
the
like
south. Okay, I didn't
treads.
even grab. Yeah, I didn't even grab the ring of health.
Yeah, so just something to keep in mind. Like I'm these days, I'm like kind of rushing this ring of health.
Yeah.
Um, just kind of prevent situations like this. The co-op rotation. Awkward. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you're CSing well. You're CSing well. That's what we like to see. And your skill build is good. I think we maybe lost track of the wave a little bit, though. I don't know what the gyro's doing, but we kept it outside of his tower. I mean, I guess you don't want to like go walk up there, but you can still do some defensive aggro and not just like completely give this up, because like, well, I guess you only lost one creep. A lot of times you lose more than one creep for like spending that much time like not being near the creeps, though. Yeah, the next wave's like already here. Okay, you're going for a pull though, which is reasonable. Trying to get the lane back. It was good. It's a nice pull, actually. I don't know if I would have thought to do that. I've just been like defensive aggroing like a madman in my lanes recently.
Yeah, yeah.
Not really being too afraid to like shove the wave out either. That's kind of what I've been doing. Just like if I can secure the CS and like just, you know, if that requires shoving it out, like I kind of just do it.
Okay.
Okay, so we really want a ring of health. Shoving this out. If you shove this out fast and go get your ring of health, that's what I would do.
Yeah,
right here.
that was the goal.
Okay, nice, nice. So, yeah, that's exactly what I would have done. Very nice. Okay. Nice. Yeah, with treads you can ring health, you can just jungle straight up level 6. So now I would gyro's still here. Try and switch to strength treads if you're gonna like be hit by something. It's like a small thing, but
yeah.
It's good to be in the habit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, so you're clearing this up fast. I like that.
Yeah, because I don't want to be here, but I also don't want to like give up lane creeps.
Yeah, yeah. What I would even do here is like I would just press W and kill this range creep.
Yeah.
Like with 3 overpower attacks, I think you kill it.
I think you do, yeah.
Yeah, and then you like kind of get out. Like I'm not worried about like hitting this necro. Luckily you did run away.
I go down, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Huskar showing up. What can you do? You got enough out of the lane though to where like I feel like you are in a good spot even though you died. Like this isn't like you can like have a game here.
Yeah, I felt okay.
Okay, so TP top, I think it's reasonable.
Yeah, I just saw like bottom, we lost our tower, it's done, so I just wanted to go top, push the lane out, and then take this tower.
Seems very reasonable to me. I like this move a lot actually. Because there's like a huge wave up here. Okay. It's good pressure. I would be. Oh man, let's see. He's asking for it.
I did that because he blinked in, or else
Yeah,
I wouldn't have chased him.
Yeah, that guy kind of blinked like a psycho.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see me bottom. I would consider going to hit the triangle there, but I think the CV bottom is reasonable as well because it was shoved into your tower, so that's good.
Yeah, I just like the way I saw it in the game was like I wanted to go top to take the tower. They rotated a lot of heroes to protect it, so I just went to where I felt like they wouldn't be, so I could just finish up my Battle Fury and then farm my way back towards the top.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you're hitting a 14 sub 14 minute treads Battle Fury. That's very nice. Man, where are all these camps? Wow. Oh, what a hero. Oh, what a hero. So,
Yeah,
I think this was all pretty good. I just think, like, here, I would have just done this jungle camp. Like, I would have started it, right? My Battle Fury's coming out, but, like, you can clear this easily with, like, overpowering the treads. And, like, it just seemed like you kind of wasted a lot of time here. Like, I would have just been hitting that camp the whole time. And then... because you get the Battle Fury and you walk forward, which is, like, reasonable. But, like, here... like, you've like, come down here and you've been down here a long time, you haven't hit any creeps, right? But, like, you showed down here, and this isn't really where you want to be anymore. So, like, I would clear this ASAP, like, not be afraid of this gyro, and immediately start, like, trying to move my way backwards here. And we're kind of, like, waiting. We clear this now, and then we go back for the wave. Like, we've just been down here too long, you know what I mean? Like, this has just taken too long, and that's why this Huskar rotates. Because if we think about, like, when we, like, showed last in the lane. So this is, like, 13, 20. Let me show the next wave. 1330. So it's like 1330. And then all this stuff happens. You're showing again. And you're down here. So it's been, like, over a minute. Right? It's been, like, over a minute since you've been down here, like, kind of in this area. And that's, like, too long to be, like, in this area. So I want you to, like, kind of have a danger sense of, like, if I'm going to be in this, like, unsafe area of the map, the goal is to, like, clear the camps. I'm going to clear ASAP and get out. Does that make sense? Are you there? Uh-oh.
Oh shit! Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
My bad. No, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay, cool.
I just I've been trying to put an emphasis on like not leaving lane creeps behind, and I think I just like overdid it right there essentially.
Well, I think, yeah. Well, I think you just need to clear. I was kind of fine with
Yeah.
everything. You just need to clear this camps right in front of that gyro and not be afraid of him.
Okay.
And then if you would just immediately started your rotation backwards from there, at that timing, like they wouldn't have caught you.
Right. Okay.
And you would have been out of there. It's a nice arrow, by the way.
That was a beautiful arrow. Full. I think it was full duration.
Okay, so your team's fighting. You're just chilling. Wow, they're like chain feeding. Very cool. Do we go Roche? I would strongly consider Roshing here. Okay, we're clearing this. Yeah, that was a great opportunity to Roche on just because they all died like near the Roche pits.
Yeah.
Kind of like
True.
Okay. Those, so we kind of gave that up. But yeah, as soon as you have your like your Battle Fury, you're kind of looking for an opportunity to Roche. It's not like the Morbid Diffusal Rush where you're like desperately trying to like sneak it or something.
Right.
It's just like any casual opportunity you get to do it, I would take.
Okay. No, that makes sense because I mean the couple dead were standing like just right next to it, and we got our Ursa. Just go do it.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, taking the apple. We like this. All right. So I think here you have to run back top just because of how your team's positioned on the map. Because what happens is you walk towards your team, which like if you want to fight is like reasonable, but we don't have Ravage, right? We don't have Ravage. Quap ulti, but like I'm not like looking to like straight up fight them. I kind of just want to get my Aegis before I like really go ham.
Okay.
So because this is just weird. Like this situation right now is all three of your cores are on one creep wave, and you have a support that's not here, and you're positioned aggressively, and you're like, what are we doing here, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Like what are we doing here? You Quap tied and no supports, aggressively positioned on the enemy side of the map with no Ravage. Like what are we doing here? We're begging to be like gone on and like just throw the entire game is what's happening. This is like crazy deep. Support does die. Very nice. Yeah, you guys are like aggressively positioned on this tower, and this tower should not be on your radar at all in terms of like pressuring, in terms of like really pressuring it and trying to like hit the tower, like
Yeah.
whatever, right? This concerns me, and then we do want a Roche, but now we don't have the health because we killed Huskar. I'd be TPing top here for sure. Okay, Techie's going to TP top. I mean, they're taking aggressive farm like on their side of the map at the start of a minute, which is good. But this just seems like there's like a lot of focus on fighting, and not a lot on like, the objective gaming stuff.
It's like stemming from me like being worried about not I think I fucking die right here. So fuck it, let's try it with the DD. Yeah, lion's stunned.
Yeah, that's a rip.
I don't know. I mean, I have nothing to say about that, to be honest. But yeah, it just kind of stems from me wanting to make sure that I'm participating enough. I'm just in this weird area right now where I feel like I know what I should be doing, but then I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain.
No, I feel that. I mean, you know, everybody has those moments where, you know, something happens and you're like, you know immediately that you shouldn't have been doing what you were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in this case, maybe it's like, how are you thinking about, like, what do you think your timing is?
Right now it's BKB.
Well, no, but like, you know, if we rewind like 5 minutes, like, what is Ursa's like timing, right? We've got our Battle Fury, we're, like hitting more creeps. Like if we go back to here,
And Roche is the next timing.
well, but like we want Aegis obviously, and that's what could have keyed us in to like take it. Okay, oh, fast forward to where we want to be. Right, we've got our Battle Fury. We're heading towards our Blink. We take a good fight. We're clearing waves. Right, and so we don't go Roche here, which we've already talked about. Mistake, we could have Roche. But like, what's our timing at this phase? Like, we've got our Blink and we've got a Battle Fury. Like, what do we want to do right now as Ursa? Like, what's our game plan?
In my opinion, right here where we are right now is like group and fight and take over the map so anti-mage can't recover.
But like your individual game plan, like what does an Ursa want to do here? Like how does an Ursa want to play the next like 10 minutes of this game?
I would think like skirmishing. Oh shit, like skirmishing.
Man, sorry about the coughing. So what I'm thinking is I want to take Roshan. My timing is Blink Aegis, and then I want to run around like a psycho killing them with my Aegis, getting complete map control of whatever area of the map I want, farming my next item. You know, maybe we take an objective, maybe we don't. Ursa's not great at taking towers. Like, if you don't take a tower during this first Aegis, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then, at some point, you're going to lose Aegis, or it's going to time out, or whatever. And then you chill until the next Roche is up, and you have your next item, you know, BKB, or Bash, or whatever. And then we get our next Aegis. And with that Aegis, we take all our fucking buildings. Jesus.
Okay.
Like, that is how an Ursa wants to play the Dota 2 game from this position, right? You're, like, ahead.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you should want to do. And that will tell you, like, right? That tells you that you need to go find an opportunity to go Roshan. And that tells you that if you don't have your Aegis, you shouldn't really be running at them super aggressively. Like, Blink Battle for your Ursa is strong. Don't get me wrong. Like, you can fight and kill people with just these items and no Aegis. But, like, since there's a Roshan to be claimed, that is, like, the #1 priority. And then once you have that, then you just do exactly what you're doing. You just need the Aegis to do it first.
Okay.
And then if you don't have the Aegis, you don't really want to be doing that. And you want to be like keyed into like there's just no like without the Aegis and you're not fighting on a timing really. There's just no reason to like be playing as aggressively as you're playing, right? I want you to play for the macro and shove out the lanes, right? If you don't have the Aegis, I want you to set up to take the Aegis. And if there were no Aegis to take, then I just want you to chill, right? I just want you to chill because you're not at an item timing. So you're kind of like forcing it on no item timing, and no Aegis to take. Well, there is an Aegis to take, but we're not taking it, so we can. It's like the same thing as if there weren't an Aegis to take, because we're in this game, whatever, pretending it like doesn't exist for some reason right now. You see what I mean? So like I'm watching you like do all this stuff, and I'm like, is this my timing? Is like this no Aegis, blink Battle Fury halfway to BKB? Like, why am I running around fighting people right now? You know?
Yeah.
And then this happens in this life. So. Hopefully, conceptually, that makes sense to you, and then in your future Ursa games, if you have that in your head of what you want to happen, it will, you'll realize earlier, like, oh, this is a good opportunity for Roshan, so that I can hit this timing that I want to hit, or like, when the Aegis is down, you'll be like, oh, like I actually don't think I need to do anything right now because there's like no Aegis to take, and like I'm okay with chilling and farming my next item, and waiting for like Roshan to respawn. Okay, so let's slow it down a little bit. They backed up for catching a Necro. Very nice. So yeah, while they have Aegis or while there's no Aegis, we just want to kind of be chilling and getting towards our next item. Pushing out the lanes is good. I like this. Our Tide's like walking at us for some reason. It's a little weird. Yeah, this is like really awkward. I think this is a terrible idea. Are you like... I mean, you have a BKB. But you guys don't have Ravage. And they have Aegis. And like, this isn't a pick-off play, right? This is like a... this is like a... We're gonna fight them 5-on-5 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the information. Like, if you don't have the information to know that this is a pick-off play, then you have to assume it's not a pick-off play. That's what I mean.
Right.
Like, this could be a pick-off play. Maybe there's 4 heroes in their top jungle, and you're about to find a Huskar solo farming triangle, and then it'll be a pick-off, right? But based on the information we have, you have to assume that this play is about to lead into a big team fight.
Yeah.
And you do have your BKB, which I like, but... They have Aegis and we don't have Ravage, which are two, like, big indicators to me that, like, I am not super keen on this play. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it ends up working out. And we just have, like, no vision either. Like, if I'm going to make a play like this, like, I want to make sure... I want to have vision. I want to have some idea of, like, what we're actually doing. Like, are we finding a pickoff? Are we... Oh, what a blink.
Yeah.
I mean, that worked out great. But, like, you easily could have walked into 5 heroes in their jungle.
Yeah.
And, it could have been awful. So, and it just goes back to the whole game plan of, like, if I don't have Aegis, I'm kind of down to chill. Granted, you had a timing, and, like, if you had just done it, like, on the Ravage, maybe it would have been a little bit better.
Just in BKB.
Yeah. So
Archon stuff.
Killed their AM. I mean, even if you did BKB, this is just kind of janky because you would use your Ravage. There's no objective to get. Like, your lanes aren't that good. As a result of your lanes not being good, your Mirana's not here. So this is just, like, kind of forcing it to me. Like, it's like you guys like tried to go more when you weren't really ready to go more.
Yeah.
I guess you just felt really strong because their AM was dead. So there's not too much else to say other than like you're really weak when Tide doesn't have Ravage.
Yeah.
Even if you had press BKB there, I feel like you guys would have lost that fight. Yeah, really hard to kill this Necro. So I like what your Quaff's is doing. I don't really love that, like, I mean, this Gyro is like just feeding. But, like, do we want to, like, fight this if they want to force it here? Because, like, they're kind of forcing it, and they're grouped as 5, and we don't... Well, we're about to have Ravage. But, like, we don't have Ravage, right? Our Quap's not here. Like, when you TP'd in here, like, you'd only seen a couple heroes, and then they all, like, showed. But as soon as they, like, finish this TP, like, I kind of want to get out of here. Like, I like what your Quap does to go push bottom. And granted, you don't have a lot of space. But, like, just go hit, like, any jungle camp or, like, I don't know, push in mid. I'm just, like, scared here. Right? Do you want to fight them?
I just wanted to defend the tower.
Right, but, like, defending the tower might entail fighting them. Like, is this tower defendable if they really want to fight you? Like, do you feel like you guys are going to win that fight with, like, no techies and, like, your Quap's not here?
No.
Yeah. I don't think so. So, you know, don't get too attached to your towers if you think that, like, the fight is, like, not winnable. Like, so, you know, just ask yourself, like, do I want to take this fight? If you want to take this fight, then defend the tower. But if you don't want to take the fight, don't defend the tower, because that's going to lead to a fight if they want to force it. So you just have to decide what you want to do and then react accordingly. You know, your Quap just wasn't here, you know? Like, is that Quap's fault that, like, you took a fight while she wasn't there? Like, not really. Like, maybe she should have been there, but we knew she wasn't there the whole time.
Yeah.
Or we should have known, right? Maybe
Yeah.
we didn't have perfect map awareness. I sometimes don't have perfect map awareness, but it's a replay and we're talking about hindsight, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the game plan now? This Necro is tanky. Oh, this Gyro's like cleaning up your team. Holy shit.
I just like looking up here and then I walk into a hex, I think.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as like Gyro like kind of cleans up your team here, like whatever's happening up here is happening. Like I like that you cleared mid, I do. And then your Tide dies and your Mirana's not here. And so at this point, I just go back to farming, right? Like my next play I want to make is to like fight for the Roshan. And that only happens like with my team at this point. So like if we're doing something that's not that and not just like chill farming, then I just don't like it. Especially with how little information you guys have. You know, maybe there's nobody there and like what you just did is fine. But like we just didn't have any information, like right? Could just farm a triangle. Or just farm back this way if we're like really scared. Maybe they have vision or triangle.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Cool, cool, cool. So we got a great pickoff on the Huskar. What are we going to turn that into? Roshan. Yes, this is what I wanted you to do. Okay, Huskar's dead. What do we want? I think your items are reasonable. The Basher makes sense for the AM and the Huskar.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Invisibility.
I think next you have to go Nullifier? So you're gonna go Abyssal.
I thought about it, but I felt like, although the Necro was tanky, he wasn't like really a problem in team fights.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted the lockdown for the Husker and the AM.
That's reasonable to me. That's reasonable. Like, if you just want to, like, let the Necro be somebody else. But I've just noticed that you've been going on the Necro a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you like say like I don't want to do that, like the Necro's not gonna be my problem. That's reasonable. Like you don't have to like itemize it with the Necro if you think your team can like take care of it.
Yeah, because I did have that thought, like, dude, should I go Nullifier right now or
Right,
Abyssal?
right.
And that was, yeah.
Mm.
And then we have a lot of Magic Burst, so even when he does go Ethereal, like, he's just gonna die to Techies and Quap.
Right, right. So you guys have got the Aegis, and this is a situation where, like, I would define this as like close game, but you have the Aegis, and in theory, like the initiative and your spells are ready, right? Like that's what I'm seeing in this game. It's like kind of dead even, but you have Aegis and all your spells are up. So like, what do you think your team's plan should be?
Probably group and look for the top tower, I would say.
Yeah, group for sure. A lot of times in these situations, like just straight up pushing is like not super good. Like if they're all alive and you guys just try and push a lane, what's gonna happen? Like if you all five just walk down top, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna be a 5-on-5 fight.
No. Why would they? If you're all five top, like they're just gonna farm like 80% of the map and shove in your other two lanes.
Okay, I see.
Right? So like when in this situation where it's like kind of an even game and you're like well into the mid game now, if not approaching like early late game, like they're not gonna fight you if they have like the whole map and you've got like the Aegis. So you have to like I agree you want to be grouped, but a lot of times you want to like kind of smoke here and look for a pick off. It's that, or you have to like the game plan when you're ahead is to like keep two lanes in and then like pressure an objective, right?
Right. Yeah.
But when you're like when it's like a dead even game like this, that's like that can be kind of hard. Like it's not a given that you can just keep two lanes pushed in right away because if you're showing heroes in two lanes at once, they might just go on you because it's like an even game and they're gonna act on the information that you're not there. So, given that you can't just do it, like you can't just do it because you're not way ahead, you kind of have to like make something happen. You kind of have to be grouped up, push in a lane, have like maybe one hero like split push another lane, and be ready to like connect to each other depending on like the information you guys get.
Okay.
A lot of times a smoke can be good for that. Like we are willing to take a fight. We just need to be grouped. So like here, your Techies TP bottom, which is like kind of a grief, I think. There's no reason to TP bottom unless he walks straight back to where you guys are right now.
Yeah.
There's like that situation earlier where all three cores are mid and neither of your supports are here. So like what I'd want to do right now is nothing because my team's not grouped. And like, you know, I'd ask my team to group. My Techies just TP bottom, so he has to walk to us. Like, ideally, you guys go down towards one of your supports, but then the other one will be even further away. So there's, like, nothing you can do here to be grouped as a team. And if that's the case, like, I think you kind of just have to chill and wait till your team is, like, actually ready to, like, group up. And anything other than, like, chilling is, like... So, like, here you do chill. But, like, the goal should be to, like, get grouped up, right? This Techies is, like, dumb for continuing to push. But I would be calling for my team to group up. Because... if you're like all spread across the map and you're not doing anything, like they might do a smoke. You know, we don't know what their wards are. They might have vision. And then this really awkward play starts, you know, all precipitated by the Techies like TPing down here and shoving it all the way in for no reason. But I like that you haven't done anything, but the goal for your team should be to group up and like make a play together.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if your team's not going to do it, then there's nothing you can do. And then what you're doing is fine. But that's what I'd be asking my team to do, and if they don't do it, then it's so fucking good. Okay, we are finally grouped up. And they, like, just walked into our tower. Oh, we had Aegis, that was pretty cool. Fine. Got Aegis. We ain't scared. Very cool. We don't have a TP. This is a little awkward. I'd love to, like, reset here. I'd be flying myself a TP scroll for sure.
I'm usually pretty good about that. I'm not sure.
Better Abyssal. I think
Oh.
your courier was out getting Abyssal.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so
'Cause-
the only problem here is that they've all respawned and you're not ready to fight. Because you're like less than half mana and half HP.
Yeah. You think it, like, at that point, just TP base and then work my way back out?
Yeah, well, you didn't have a TP though. At no point did you have a TP.
If I had a TP.
If you had a TP, yeah. But like here, when the fight ends, you can even just consider like walking base right now. Like, which is weird because they're all dead. But the time it's going to take you to walk base and then TP out and be on the map with full resources, like, they won't be up yet. So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off of like, do you take the resources on the map available to you because you can, because no one's going to stop you because you're all dead? But then you're not ready to fight again is the thing. I guess you don't have Ravage, so you're fine, like, kind of slowing down the game right now. I guess there's no reason you need to be ready to fight right when they're up, other than, like, they might want to do something because they know you don't have Ravage. So if you're not ready, yeah. I guess it's working out. It's working out fine. In this case specifically, it worked out. Just something to consider is, like, do I want to reset at the end of this fight?
Yeah.
So we had Ravage up again. So we have Aegis. Our Ravage is up. And you guys are mostly grouped up, except for this Quap. Okay. Yeah, that's the only concern, is this is really a 4v5. It's a good jump, though. But yeah, we did trade because Quap's not here. Oh, very nice. Oh, that was a sick Techies blast off.
Yeah, Techies was fucking beast this game. He played really well.
Okay, so our lanes are not good. We're fixing them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What is this lion doing? What a Chad.
I know.
I don't know why your team didn't push in top. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Team
like
should have pushed in top.
you for some reason when we watch my replays, you can't see what I type, only what other people type. So I was like trying to get them like, hey, don't fall back.
You can only see all chat and then pings. It's like if you were to all chat, I would see it.
Ah,
It's only all
I
chat,
see.
yeah.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I was telling them like, take control of the top side of the map, and everyone back. So I mean, I felt like I had to get a fucking tower out of it, so I just did it myself.
Yeah, I think what you did is fine. Yeah, I just would have liked to see your team, like... Does that Huskar have... Oh no, he got Necro sharded, I think.
Yeah.
I thought he had a Ghost Scepter. I was like, that's hilarious. Okay. Now we're kind of running train on them, but we do have an AM problem still, in terms of, like, these towers don't necessarily come super easy. Okay, what's going on here? Nothing's happening. And we don't have a TP again. It's unfortunate. Yeah, once we get this gyro, make sure you're looking at the lanes. Like we get this gyro, and then like, you know, top or not top, but like there's creeps here, and then there's creeps here. So like, I just be beelining it to like a lane, either fixing this lane or like running mid, acknowledging that this tower is not that important. Yes.
Yeah.
Like this tower doesn't actually matter that much. The things I am concerned about are getting good map control, not letting this AM push me a lot, and ideally taking this top tier 2 and setting up for the third Roshan. Those are the things I care about right now. Hanging around to take this bottom tier 2 on Dire is not something that's high on my list of things to do. Okay, we're doing it. It's just like very inefficient, you know?
Okay.
It's like while you were doing that, AM's free farming, maybe Necro's farming up here, Like, your lanes aren't getting fixed. It's like, what's the cost of taking that tier 2? Like, it's actually not just straight up a good decision to, like, take that tower, because you actually can just lose out. Because you got, like, 5 heroes just kind of sitting around. You know, you're not splitting up. You're taking an objective together, but, like, doesn't matter.
Right.
This is, like, forcing it super hard. Did you feel like you needed to do this? I mean, I guess he just went on the Huskar, but then he got into the base. I mean, I guess at this point it's just too late. Yeah, that was...
Yeah, I followed my team into a shitty situation.
Right, we push this in. Yeah, and I mean, maybe, I don't know, we seem to not be having TPs all the time in this replay, but, like, I kind of want to just TP top here. Like, if I have a TP, I want to TP top, push this out, tell my team to sweep across this way, take the outpost in the top tier 2, and, like, take this next Roshan. You know?
Yeah.
Like slow it down. We don't have the Aegis. Right? Aegis is what lets us go high ground anyways. They're all alive. Like, okay, do we need to take a fight right outside their base? Like, we don't have Ravage. And if you have the TP and you TP away, your team is less likely to do something dumb. And, you know, even if they do, at least you weren't a part of it.
Yeah.
At least you're not a part of it. Because now we were a part of it. We died, and the game is hard. Especially if they, like... Especially if they had just, like, gone and rushed while you guys were all fucking dead. You know? The game is so hard if, like, AM just gets the Aegis there. Why do we do this to ourselves? Okay, you did kill the AM, because they went high ground, or close to it against you guys. What is happening? Okay. A lot of chasing going on. A lot of buybacks happening. No respecting the buys. Wow. Yeah, this is like low expected value. Like again here, especially once they buy, like just go Roche, man. This Roche has got to have been up for like 3 minutes now. Oh. I mean, it works out. But yeah, very risky. Very risky.
Yeah.
You'll just... Games will just get thrown this way. This is like 50-50 Dota is what I'm watching, honestly. Even though you guys are like ahead net worth, it's not true 50-50 because technically you're winning, but like the expected value or like the percent chance, your like win percent, if you just go Roche at some point in the last like 4 minutes and take it is like 95. And your win chance doing all this fighting shit, even being up 15-20k gold without the Aegis is like 60, 55. Like you are just gonna lose games. You're just gonna lose these games. Not every game, but you're just gonna lose like 2 or 3 out of every 10 games that like is in this state when you like don't go take this Roshan. And you gotta win those games to get that MMR. Get that MMR going up. You wanna go on to the next one?
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, we can do that.
Do you have any other questions on this one?
No, I pretty much just everything you said makes sense to me. So
Okay.
I don't really have too many questions. I don't know. It's just so weird. Like when I was at like 1500 MMR, we had our first couple of coaching sessions. I felt like I had such a good grasp on the game, and I was just going up and up and up. And I don't know if I've just like my confidence has gone down or something, but I'm just in an awkward place right now.
Well,
with
I
the-
remember our first coaching sessions. I think what we talked about was like that was like you were playing like Luna and Medusa, right?
Yes, good memory. Shit.
Yeah, like because I remember like a lot of that was like focusing on the lanes and
Yeah.
knowing when to leave your lane and starting your jungle rotations and stuff. And I think you were doing that pretty well. And you know, when you're at a new MMR bracket to you, you're gonna run into problems that you didn't have before just because you literally played yourself into a spot that you were like less familiar with.
Yeah.
You know, and it just requires like more practice at that new skill level and adapting to the speed of those games and like the decisions that you have to make when you put yourself in those better situations like more often, you know,
Yeah.
and then learning what the right decisions are. So
Right.
I think nobody's gonna, you can't just climb forever, right? You're gonna hit a
Yeah.
plateau where you're just like, okay, well, I played myself into this spot and I feel good about where I am, and then I don't know what to do better, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm having new problems that I wasn't having before. I'm getting ganked by heroes, 3 heroes that I was not expecting to be here, because like in 500 MMR below that, nobody did this shit.
Yes, that is an issue. So this game here we won, and I honestly felt like I just had like 0 impact.
Okay, let's take a look. Well, I just want to say that you can have games where, it's like this drought game. I have games like this where I'm 3, 4, and 9, and I did 13k hero damage, and yet I was like the highest farmed player in the game by far, and like the end of the game it like wasn't even close. Like I was gonna like carry this game hard if it went on another like 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you don't have to always be participating to like be in a spot where you're gonna have super high impact and be able to carry the game. Like this game ended without me having to like do anything, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And you know, my team played well, but like I shoved out waves constantly and I farmed super hard and I thought my items were pretty good and we put ourselves in a spot where we could have carried. So you don't always have to like, I don't know. I think people's definition of impact, especially at lower MMRs, people like to like throw out like hero damage or like kill participation. And I mean, if you look at my scoreline, you know, a low MMR player would look at the scoreline and be like, "Oh, he didn't do anything."
Yeah.
You know,
AFK
and it's just not
all
true.
game.
You can have
Yeah.
impact without seeing the scoreline. So we'll take a look, though. We'll take a look. Pretty favorable matchup here against the Dawn, especially once we get level 2, 3, 4, especially level like 3, 4. Avengers like chilling.
He's AFK, I believe.
Do be like that. Nice little pot shot there. Nice little harass. I like it.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Very nice. I like it. I like this aggression a lot. And this is exactly what you should be doing. Make them think your hero's broken. Just click him.
I love Lifestealer, man. He's a very fun laner.
Yeah. I play more offlane and I play against Lifestealers. And whenever I play melee heroes against Lifestealer, I'm like, man, my life sucks.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
it just feels bad.
Hero's just so annoying. Okay, you go the Blades of Attack first. Interesting.
Dire's courier has been killed.
That's rip. This is good. Yeah, I was gonna say your positioning on the creep wave will prevent this guy from doing this. Like here where like be on his side of his creeps so that like if he walks up he just gets hit 3 times.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he can walk up and get this denial without getting hit at all is just your positioning. You're
Right.
just positioned slightly differently. Like he literally can't do that or he's gonna lose like 200 HP. But otherwise, you're playing very well.
And then I accidentally draw aggro, and the tower
no!
yeah. And the free lane is
Oh,
gone.
devastating. Well, I mean, you definitely fucked up, but this lane is definitely not over. Or not, I mean, not over, but like, you should still be dominating this lane, honestly.
Yeah.
1 kill or 2 kills like that, it should not. Like, the matchup is too skewed in your favor. Stunning. Hard denying, like, this is good, but I was gonna say you could auto attack the wave out a little bit just so that there's less enemy creeps there if you do want to like go on him, right?
Okay.
Less enemy creeps attacking you, and then you know, it takes away their ability to be aggressive as well. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I probably would have taken a point in rage in this lane.
Yeah, I regretted it. I think I'm pretty sure I could take it on level 4.
Yeah, like level 3. And like, you don't want to, but like, you have to.
Yeah.
The fucking hammer plus cookie is just too much damage. Yeah, because if you had a point of rage, you could like be standing right here, and this guy could just not walk up, and then they can't go on you because you're just trying. You just cookie the rage, or rage the cookie, or you know, however you say it with proper English.
Yeah.
And they never can do anything to you. Okay, but we're not overplaying, which I like. I think a lot of people like me would like overplay here because I know I'm supposed to be strong, even though I like fed and I don't have my point in Q yet. It's good pressure, good pressure, good pressure. We're not gonna get there. That's okay. Range creep. Very cool. Okay.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Can you even consider picking up like a later Orb of Venom, just to like really like, you know. Well, I guess if you had your phase boots, it'd be like the same thing. Your courier
Yeah, I
died,
think
so.
it was on my courier, yeah.
I guess if you have the phase boots, it'd be fine. I'm just thinking, like, if you have a little bit more move speed or, like, could slow them, like, they would literally just be chain feeding to you. Sometimes your courier dies.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Making them use all their spells defensively. We like this. Yeah, and we're crushing this Dawn in the CS, even if we're not killing him over and over again. It's like good enough. Where are we going? Oh, we really wanted to make sure that we got our couriers.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this? Okay, yeah, a little awkward. We used our rage early. Really wanted that flag bearer.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
This guy's got a Vanguard. Very cool. Funny part is, like, it works in the sense that he takes way less damage from you, but, like, he still can't, like, out-trade you. So it's like,
Yeah.
why bother?
Bottom tower is under attack.
Fun fact, I was a Dawnbreaker and I was against an AM in Vanguard, and it worked very well, and I was like, wow. I, like, couldn't damage the AM at all. He just owned me with his mana.
Did he do the Vanguard Defusal?
Middle tower
No, he just went Vanguard and then disassembled into Battle Fury. But like in the lane, he just had a Vanguard, and I like was a Dawnbreaker, and I was like couldn't do shit to him. So
Oh, that's interesting.
didn't take any
Disassemble
damage from my
and-
autos.
Yeah.
So it was just like literally a laning Vanguard, and then he like had Vanguard treads, and I literally couldn't lane.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was cool, and I lost that game. Okay, so this guy left the lane. Getting our armlet.
And I don't know exactly how long, but the next 5 to 10 minutes, maybe not 10, but like the next good amount of minutes, I'm just like left alone to free farm.
Okay, well, you know, it's important that we do it right, so, you know, we'll take a look.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We did the big camp.
Okay, maybe I wasn't left alone as much as I thought I was.
It's all good. Yeah, I mean, we're past the phase where we're going to be, like, killing this Dawn or something, so
Yeah.
if we're just, like, continuously hitting creeps as often as possible, that's basically what we're going for here. It's pretty, like, you've transitioned into jungle pretty well. Like, I wouldn't have done it, like, way sooner than you did. I think you... See what I mean? You're doing this part better. Much better than
Yeah.
you were originally.
Dire's bottom tower
Nice, okay. I don't mind you poking the tower, but I like that you walked away when you, like, kind of cleared the creep wave.
under attack are fortified.
No, nothing else to get.
Yeah.
Has fallen.
Casual pressure, it's reasonable.
Is under attack.
Getting our Deso. Time for one more camp.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so we left our lane. We're very strong, so I don't mind this.
Yeah, I got my Desos, and I saw that they were kind of pushing mid, so I went to go help.
No, yeah, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. You had an item timing, and you decided to show up something. And it wasn't like way forced. You farmed your way over there, and it worked out. So I would be checking this jug, right? So you are now on a new part of the map, and it's like, what do you really need to be afraid of? You've been like free farming hard for like
Yeah.
6 minutes, right? You're probably stronger than any other hero. So like I'm seeing this jug, and I'm like, okay, he's level 11. He's pretty farmed, but at the same time, it's like you kind of just own him straight up in like the 1v1 matchup.
Yeah.
So I'm considering, like, do I want to, like, walk up to this guy and, you know, just be in his face? You would push it under the tower, so I don't think you needed to be, like, going under the tower. It's just something I'd be thinking about.
Yeah.
Like, if this jug is going to hang out down here, like, I might just put myself in his face and, like, you know, see if he wants to fuck around and find out.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fort. Radiant structures are fort. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Got...
Radiant's bottom tower. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, you're dodging them. Trying halberd. I don't know how I feel about this halberd.
I just honestly I was kind of at a loss for like what to what to build this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sanjin Kaya probably would have been a little bit better, but I don't even know if that's that good this game.
Yeah. Well, so you're having a really good game, and on Lifestealer, I think the best way to like take advantage of those is just to be like, try and make sure you're like kind of unkillable. So like, if you're worried about dying to physical, I probably would have just gone AC, because then that like increases your building hitting, and like allows you to like keep progressing the game pretty hard. Also, like Jug does not like you kind of counter Jug in that he hates single target physical, and so the AC would like play into that.
Okay.
My other thought is like Blink Basher, and like if you get on top of his SF, he's just fucked. And even Jug, like if you can like blink and be on top of the Jug and like rage hitting him, like he does not like that.
Mhm.
I think the halberd's like awful. Just strikes me as like a little more defensive than like it
Yeah, it
seems
was.
necessary.
Yeah, I just honestly I was at a loss for what to build.
That's okay. That's okay.
Is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I like everything we're doing. We're like,
Top tower has fallen.
well, this is a nice TP. I think it's reasonable as long as your team like knows to chill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Just walked into a buzzsaw.
Yeah, that's my only concern here is like if they're pushing this tower and they're not here, it's like if you want to defend that tower, like they're probably in their triangle.
Bottom tower.
Yeah.
I don't think you can walk in here. Your axe did start TPing, but yeah, that's unfortunate. You just like walk around, right? If you like
Yeah.
want to come over here
Yeah.
to defend it, unless your whole team's like right behind you. But what can you do? They do have the Grimstroke Silence, which I always forget about. I like never see that here anymore.
Yeah, that I don't know, give myself I guess a little credit. I feel like that was the biggest part of why I had no fucking game. Like I went into this game thinking Rage purged it,
Mm-hmm.
and it does not.
No. I mean, you're showing up to a fight and you're owning. That's impact. That was just huge impact right there. Don't sell yourself short. And now you guys are going to take their buildings because you're like giga farmed. These buildings are just going to melt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the AC purchase. I wish I would have thought of that.
They're respawning. They glyph again. This is like good. This is good. This is good. Good decision making.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Is under attack.
So you raged and killed the SF, which is very good. Oh, they bought back Jug. It's a nice infest attempt. Yeah, the rage just wasn't quite up. They double bought back, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I mean, if anything, I just like once you get the double buybacks, you just back, right?
yeah. Well, this Jug
I
like
mean,
this Jug was back like instantly, which was like good on
Yeah.
him. He's like already here by the time you killed the SF, and then the SF bought back. So
Yeah. So I didn't even realize that.
yeah, it happened very fast. So I don't really blame you for dying here. That was a nice buyback. Nice double buyback from them. Even though they wiped you, that is still pretty expensive. Like,
That's what I said because my team was like kind of freaking out right there, and I was just like, it's not that bad. We got the buybacks.
yeah, I mean, net worth wise, technically it did get into their favor a little bit, but like overall net went a little bit in their favor. But like in terms of like economic like damage, like
Yeah.
I mean they're suffering now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower.
Okay, team's pushing, you're pushing.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
The way I saw it is like they were kind of fucking with the mid, and I was like, I'll just take this tower for free then. And I didn't really like what was going on, so I just kept topping mid push and farmed it up.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I do this a lot myself. Like if I don't think what my team is doing is like makes any sense, or you know, if I'm not with them and they like continue to choose to do stuff, you know, it's not really on you.
Yeah.
Farmed it up, we got the Basher. Got Omni Knight split pushing.
And we do a little Roshan dance here for like a minute.
Why is my Omni Man not here? Holy moly, what grief. Alright, well I guess it worked out because they did not like commit on you as a full team. It's really weird that your Omni wasn't there. If they just like fought you guys without Omni being there, I'm pretty sure they like maybe not would have won, but like I don't know, I feel like that would have been pretty sus. But yeah, overall play-wise, I think you're playing well this game, even though, like you said, you felt like you didn't have impact.
Yeah.
I don't think you made any, like, bad decisions. Like I said, I probably would have gone AC instead of the Halberd.
Yeah, I like
and,
that.
like, Blink BKB or something. Or not BKB, Blink Basher. But, I mean, otherwise, like, you're doing what needs to be done. Like, Lifestealer isn't, like, a kind of really go solo push lanes hero.
Yeah.
Your team's kind of like balling up and playing on you, so. Did you have another game you want to look at?
So Ursa off lane, sniper mid. I had a shitty lane, and I was like doing my best to try to recover, and it just didn't come to fruition.
Okay. Who are you this game? Is it AM?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna be like against Doom. You've got a Rubik support.
Yeah, Rubik Shaman support. Sniper mid.
I like the aggression. Wow, you just got kind of fucked by this creep aggro. A range creep, like. Just drew those two melees under the tower.
Yeah. Yeah, that was rough.
Not really your fault. I don't think I've ever seen a Doomstar level 1 E.
Yeah, that was super weird.
I guess he just wanted to like use his mana before he lost it.
That was exactly my thought, like when I was in the middle of this lane. Cause he's just doing it off cooldown, so I'm just assuming like, all right, like
Right.
pretty low mana spell. He's just gonna use it when he's got it, I guess.
It's weird. Wouldn't you want Devour? If you're just trying to use your mana, the one that gives you money. That's funny. I'd probably be rushing Ring of Health again. This lane.
Yeah. Oh, I think this might be that game where I don't get anything else. Maybe I get like boots or something. I don't know. Fuck. I think this might be the Ring of Health game.
Okay.
Because I know I had one of those recently.
Okay. I think your laning is pretty good. Oh, you bought boots.
Yeah, I think I have boots, and then at least I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
how-
Like AM almost never needs boots. I'm curious why you got boots.
I just felt like
aggressively, but
they were like kind of like walking me down a little bit, and I felt like the Snapfire was out of position like quite a bit. So I thought it was just gonna help me like stay on top of him.
Okay. Yeah, normally you want to like kind of rely on your blink for that, and if blinking on them to like punish them puts you out of position, then like they're not really out of position. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Because yeah, this just like I just want a Ring of Health so that like I'm not sitting at like 1/3 HP all the time. You know?
Yeah.
I also wouldn't be afraid to buy more tangos. Like if I needed it before my Ring of Health, like if I just had to buy like one more set of tangos, it's like not the end of the world. Good creep aggro. That's nice. Just staying far away from them. overcommitting the blink or anything. It's good. Yeah, I mean, you just need a ring of health, man.
Yeah.
You really
Oh
just
yeah,
need a
and then
ring of
I
health.
I bought the Elven skin. Oh yeah, so.
Yeah, to not be so low. And I mean, it's not that you like couldn't like play like this with these items, but like these items are like you're trying to fight them and win, you know?
Yeah.
Not like they're just gonna like constant harass. Like if you've got a lich and then they're like a doom plus I don't know, some like passive support like a Rubik or something, then and like you want to go for like kills, then like you can itemize this way. But
Okay.
you know, you're just like playing for farm, and I think it makes
Yeah.
sense. And they're just like harassing you down slowly, and you just need to like you just need a solution to that.
Yeah.
And if they were doing that and you still want to itemize this way, you just need to buy more tangos.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to buy a lot of tangos. I mean, like I've been doing this in off lane. I don't think you can see it in like my game history. Like, it doesn't show you regen bot, but like I've been buying a lot of regen. Like if I think I need more tangos, I just buy them. Like I play a lot of off lane right now, and I'm buying like if I think I need mangoes, like I just buy them. It really like staying in the lane is like I feel like tangos are cheap and pretty health efficient, and like it's just not that hard to like spend the money as long as you're not being like booted out of lane.
Yeah.
It's just worth it to buy the tangos and like continue getting the XP, especially because the other people often won't, and then you'll just like out sustain them. And it just comes down to buying it yourself, especially with the flag bearers. Like one extra set of tangos with the flag bearers, and like if you can like ever be under your tower for a little bit, like it goes a long way. I feel like.
Yeah.
Weird telekinesis. Yeah, we're just getting chipped down. That's our problem. We're just not buying the regen. We got the ring of health.
Yeah, there it was. After the I just realized it
Radiant's courier
4 minutes too late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are for Dire's middle tower
Quaffing.
is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Fortified.
Tis not for thee.
Bummer. Yeah, this thing's kind of
Yeah.
over at this point just because we
Yeah.
got killed a couple times, but okay. But he doesn't have Doom, so like it's okay that you came back. Got our treads.
Dire's middle tower is under Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling. Dire's middle tower is under
And then at this point, I just felt like I just couldn't be in any lane.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And I like look, I'm getting chased down by a CM.
No, that's fine. Sometimes it's like that. This is what you do. This is what you do. There are no open lanes. Like I'm keeping my eye out, right? If there's an open lane, you should go to it. But there haven't really been any open lanes, so I think what you're doing is fine. Especially given that you have a fucking Ursa off lane.
Is under Radiant structures are fortified.
Regening. Got a dust. That's ambitious.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
I don't think I would have bought the dust.
Dire's middle tower
I just don't think I'm the kill hero against Clinks. I like the foresight. But I wouldn't do it as AM.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I want my Battle Fury 80 gold sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah, here I'm not sure why you ran top. Like you really should not be looking to help your team at all. Like show up late if you want to show up late to something that looks good. Go for it. Your job is not to be there when the fight starts. Like you should not be there when any fight starts. If a fight's starting around you, that means you need to get out. Because usually they're going on you, right? I just want you to like farm this camp, and then go back mid.
Okay.
If I just released, no, I don't think I released it yet. I think my most recent video that I recorded, yeah, I haven't released it yet. I need to just make a thumbnail and I might release it tomorrow. But it's like how to get a Battle Fury at a good timing when you're lane shit.
I will definitely watch that video.
Yeah. But there's a rotation that I talk about that I do in the video that is mid, jungle camp, mid, jungle camp, mid, jungle camp. And it's just because I am mid, because all the other heroes in the game are like not mid, except for their carry, who is also having a shit game. So it's like me and their carry like meeting mid and like clearing the wave, and then like, you know, we did this like 3 minutes in a row or something, or 3 creep waves in a row, or 4 even. And it's just the most efficient thing you can do is to balance lane creeps and jungle creeps. So like you cleared mid, great. Clear this camp and then go back mid. There's nobody mid. This wave's gonna die. Their next wave is right here. It's gonna be here in like 10 seconds. So you clear this and then blink back mid and then you get that wave. And that is the most efficient thing you can do. And like when you're trying to get your Battle Fury, that's the only thing you want to do, is the most efficient thing you can do. And like in my game that I talk about, I literally do it like 4 times in a row because it's literally just the most efficient thing you can do. And I had, you know, there's just a bunch of shit happening in the side lanes that I didn't want to be a part of anyways. Yeah, we put ourselves where there are heroes there, and then shocker, a fight happened that slowed our Battle Fury down more. Okay, so we walked away from where all the heroes were. I don't know where Doom is, but you know, that's a risk we gotta take sometimes.
I felt he almost died to the shaman, so I thought I was okay.
Yeah.
And then their whole team just showed up right there.
Yeah,
I think
that's just the danger of being here, and it's just like, it's just risky. We just have to know it's risky, and then, you know, it's a matter of how risky, right? It's just like, do I need to blink down here and hide versus like blink back this way? And you know, you're not going to get it right every time. Sometimes you think you're okay and you're not. This time, you're like, oh, I was in a lot of trouble. Like, I should have blinked like down this way. Like, they were coming for me, you know? So just something to, you know, try and incorporate into the
little struggles that I'm having with the... At this MMR, you have to be so much more like map conscious. Like,
well, it's not that you have to be. It's just that people at higher MMRs are this map conscious, and you just have to learn it. You just have to you have to consciously focus on it because it's not ingrained for you. But trust me, the people at higher MMRs are doing this. It's just not as much of a mental strain for them.
Right. Yeah.
Because they've just mastered doing it. But okay, got our Battle Fury. Got people chasing us, so we're running. Blocked it. Yeah, I mean, this game is also just awkward because you have a fucking Ursa off lane. So given the circumstances, I think you're kind of doing the best you can do.
Yeah, like I came over here and that one camp was there and that was it. And then like I looked to go Ancients and Sniper's clearing Ancients, so I try to go mid and then I fucking get shit on by the co-op.
Yeah.
And in my defense, the Sniper was hovering over a Pudge and the offlane was hovering over like a normal offlaner.
Oh yeah.
And then so I pick AM, and then the Ursa is like, oh, if he's gonna pick Pudge, then I had to pick Ursa so I could scale. Because Pudge doesn't scale.
Oh my.
And so I just kind of got fucked into AM, and But I mean, regardless, I feel like if I would have made less mistakes, I still could have made it happen. And I like to take what's the word? Like responsibility for not playing well, regardless of what my team does.
Yeah, for sure. That's the mindset you need to have if you want to keep getting MMR.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scared.
Okay, we Team's getting into some crazy fights. At this point, I think you've been doing pretty good. They're all dead right now. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Got our Manta. This is a hard game, actually. Hard AM game, unfortunately. The Clinks and the Doom.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Clinks just
Even the AM, like, or even the
million
CM, I
damage.
mean, like, being able to root you is, like, annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, nice, though. Nice, nice, nice.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Okay, so... This is... We can talk about this. We killed their team.
Mm-hmm.
We got a follow-up kill. But we're all on the same part of the map. And we don't all need to be here, right?
Yeah.
We got what we came for. We got some kills. There's a whole wide map out there. You, as the mobile hero, should not take the camps right next to where your whole team is. Because, like, somebody needs to farm those camps. Because you got 5 heroes right next to them. Like, somebody's going to farm them, right?
Yeah.
It should be... As the most mobile hero, you should not take them. You should, like, blink quick to, like, this camp. Or you can just TP and go, like, be elusive, like, over here. And let your Ursa or Sniper, who are not mobile, take these close by, easier camps. And this will just do your team favors and just give your team more net worth overall. Because you will be taking... Like, as a position 1, sure, you can take the farm, because you're the position 1, right? They can't complain. But, like, in terms of, like, overall farm... Somebody was going to take this camp, and meanwhile, nobody's taking, like, these camps. Or pressuring this lane, or etc. So, think of it in terms of mobility. And, like, you can kind of only control what it is for yourself, but, like if you are an Ursa carry, and you've got a puck mid, right? Your puck should be the one to, like, go to the other side of the map and, like, farm that shit. Or, like, Alina with bots, or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
But if your puck takes the close camps, or your mobile hero takes the close camps, sometimes you have to, like, go do the worst thing. So you can only do this right from your perspective. You can't make your teammates do it right. But if you're the mobile hero, try and take farm further away when your team's all clumped up. And if you're the less mobile hero, then you should be happy to just take the close by farm and let your more mobile heroes, like, go take farm further away.
Okay.
Pretty common decision to have to make. And yeah, it'll just prevent, like, awkward situations where, like, people are, like, farming on top of each other, or even worse, not farming and you're on top of each other.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? So generally, I like what you've done. You've moved the furthest away and are farming the opposite side of the map from your team now. And as the most mobile hero, this is, like, what you should be doing. But yeah, you just have the heads up to, like, skip those first few camps. Just be like, yeah, I'm gonna let my team take these.
Okay.
Okay, team's Roshan, very cool. Seems reasonable. You're, like, hanging out in the area. I like this. Okay, your team gets into a big fight. You show up. Nice. I like that. You were, like, looking, and then it looked like you, like, made a decision whether to not show up. Oh, man, that Clink's fucking shreds.
Yeah, dude, he did 1,000,000 damage.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard game to be an AM in. Clinks is, like, a pretty hard AM counter, I think, just in terms of, like, carry matchup.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what you'd want to go as AM into this matchup, like fucking Butterfly AC or some shit. I really don't know. I think at least at minimum tanking up like you are is, like, reasonable.
Yeah, I felt like the first item I needed was the Scotty, just so I can survive a few more seconds in the burning barrage.
Yeah, because if you don't, if your Manta's not up, And then you
Yeah.
can't get out of the Gleipnir, and you're kind of fucked. Or maybe just a BKB so that you can always, like, get out of the Gleipnir.
Yeah.
It's tough, though, because then they have a Doom. It's like, do I want to be buying a BKB against, like, a Doom? Not really.
Yeah, I know.
Radiant's bottom
Well, Gleipnir will go through Lincoln's, right? Because it's AoE.
Correct.
Yeah. Because I thought about Lincoln because it's like an okay Lincoln's game, but I didn't think it would be that good because of the Gleipnir is the biggest issue.
Yeah. Okay, so here, I think you want to clear top, and then... Okay, well, there's a Doom here. This just becomes a little awkward. You clear this. Actually, what you should have done... So, it's just, like, not enough lane maintenance is happening here, is what it feels like to me.
Okay.
We walked from this camp. We didn't clear... It was, like, 32-13. So, there was, like, a wave right here. And then we walked towards mid. It was the other quad. It was like, okay, fair enough. Right, we didn't get her. And then we walked over here. It's 32-39. So, there's a wave right here.
Okay.
So, if you can, like, blink over here first, clear this wave, then do the ancients and, like, this camp, and then, like, clear the next wave that spawns at, like, 33. And then this, you know, this is, like, not ideal, but it won't be getting worse.
Right.
And then somebody can deal with, like, top after. So, there's just, like, a little bit of a lack of lane maintenance happening.
Okay.
And, like, in 30 seconds... It's like the map just feels real bad all of a sudden. Yeah, I mean they've got like dead heroes, and we're like now we have to do lane maintenance, and now we're doing lane maintenance, and like our team's getting gone on even though their Clinks is dead because our sniper also left, right?
Yeah.
So if we had had perfect lane maintenance, like maybe we don't have to split up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's when we don't clean up these lanes that these situations happen that force us to split up, right?
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is
Like, it wasn't-
Which is like that's like the whole idea of like pushing lanes out, right? Is that
Exactly.
someone's
Forces
gonna
the
have
enemy
to
to
come
split
back?
up.
Radiant's
Yeah.
middle tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Usually AM is the one that wants to be doing that to other people.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
More so than like almost any other carry, actually. That's like kind of how AM functions. Just wanna look it up one more time. Yeah, so we're here, and it's just like knowing where the lanes are, right?
Yeah.
Like right now, and you saw there was mid, right? And this Doom showed up. I don't think you need to be afraid of the Doom. You do have really low HP, but like, I don't know. Maybe you don't want to fight the Doom anyways. I'm not really sure. It's kind of like a feel thing. Even here though, you could blink back towards top and fix the lane if
Okay.
you wanted to. That would be a good option. And the other option, if you do like choose to come bottom, is you kind of have to like fix the lane. If this is what you choose to do, you have to like cut this next wave. It's
Yeah.
just too important, and it's like weird because like it doesn't seem that important. But you know we know what happens 30 seconds from now, and it's
Yeah.
because the lanes just weren't good. And these are the lessons we learn
Radiant's middle
in
tower
Archon
is under attack.
and even Legend. Even like Legend, there's a lot of like what like this is like a lot of what like mid Archon and like Legend players do not do well. Is like really get like every wave that they should be getting and picking up every wave they should be getting. It's a mark of a pretty good player if you're
Yeah.
doing this correct all the time. Bringing around. Okay, Manta. Yep. Yeah, this Clinks is annoying.
Yeah.
He's still hunting. Oh, we got the sniper instead. He's got a DD. Oh, you didn't even dust. What a Chad. Oh.
Yeah. Got out on that one.
That was pretty sick. Yeah, we go Basher. I feel like I don't know. Hold on, we're gonna do some research just for our own knowledge. I don't know if any games will come up because this matchup probably doesn't happen a lot. No?
Give me like 1 minute, okay?
Okay, sure.
All right.
This is the only game I found on a brief search where there's a Clinks and an AM in the same game against each
How
other.
do you do that?
I went to Dota 2 Pro Tracker,
Uh-huh.
and then you type in one of the heroes. Like I started with anti-mage, and then if you type in down here, there's a filter matches, and so like if you type in like verse, this doesn't always work for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't always work. Like even when I start, like you typed in like verse Razor, all the games where you're against Razor will come up, where an AM is against a Razor, and you can see how AMs build in games where they're against Razors. And, you know, obviously there's 4 other heroes, but so that's what I did. No games came up when I typed in verse Clinks, but then I just tried it the other way around because like it's a little wonky. Sometimes it doesn't always work, but I just did verse. Okay. I just did verse anti-mage, and this game came up. And so I just
Dara, huh?
Yeah. So this AM bought Battle Fury Manta, BKB Scotty. He was against a Pango and an AA though, which is probably a little more of the reason that he went BKB. I don't think that's specifically against the Clinks. He went Scotty, Abyssal, and then he ended with a Hyperstone when they lost. Maybe he was going AC. I don't know. Maybe you could download the replay and like Ludo's quick buy or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just seeing if like there were any. But this is like if you're in like a common matchup, like if you want, you know, fucking, I don't know, what are the most popular carries right now?
Drow.
Like if you wanted like Drow versus Razor, and you wanted to figure out, you know, you would find like 30 matches, right? And you could like look at how people are playing Drow versus Razor or whatever, Drow versus whoever. The more useful. Meta the matchup is, the more examples you'll like find.
Yeah. Very cool.
Sometimes there's none because, you know, fucking like CK versus Terrorblade when nobody's playing like CK or Terrorblade. You know,
right.
What are you gonna do?
Magic thyself out of that.
The dust.
Yeah, paid off.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
It always feels bad when you're like a support or something with a Glimmer Cape on the same team as a Clinks because
yeah.
You know the other team's just gonna have fucking dust the whole time.
So I think this is an opportunity where like, I mean, it's a little weird because you're an AM, but everybody looks like just finished an item. Like you guys are kind of at a power spike here, it seems like to me, in terms of like, well, they've got 2 dead heroes, and this Ursa just finished something. He's got like no gold, and this sniper also has like no gold. Looks like he just finished Lincoln's or Crystallis or something. Your Shama's respawning. This is probably a good opportunity to like smoke and do something. Like the map is dark. I don't know if Roshan's up or not. I sort of lost the thread of like exactly what's going on in this game. But either you make a play for the Roche or you smoke and like try and get a ward down and like get a kill somewhere. And like maybe you don't find anything, but like it's an opportunity to like get vision down and like make a coordinated play. And even if it doesn't work, you're likely going to be controlling the area that you like. If you smoke to their jungle and don't find anybody, then you just farm the jungle and shove in top, and you shove in mid and you control their jungle now, right? Even if you don't get a kill. So it's like these sorts of opportunities where like you don't want to just walk down a lane necessarily, but you guys can group up and make a coordinated play and like take over an area of the map with the strength of your heroes right now, because
Okay.
you're like kind of on a power spike, and this
Yeah.
requires understanding like what your team's like readiness level is, um, you know, knowing their ultimates or like their items or whatever. So like the smoke is good. The smoke is good, and you sometimes people will say something, you know, like
Mhm.
somebody should say, like, "Oh, I just finished this item. Like, let's go fight them," or something, you know.
Yeah.
And that's when it can be good. Oh man, blinking in first on AM. You're psycho. Okay, blinking to the back line. Blinking to the back line. Unfortunately, we manted and then Quicks punished us. Yeah, as AM, this blink to the back line is good, right? When you did it.
Mm.
But I think you guys, this is like a little tough, but like in this situation, it's a vision. Like your shaman needs to like put a ward here before anybody
Yeah.
walks up the hill. Like you just have to
Uh-huh.
ward this cliff, and you have to know. And if he drops, what he should do is he should drop like an op sentry, and then you'll know if they have vision. Plus you'll see, and then that gives you the information you need to like take the fight.
Yeah.
Walking up this hill blind is never a good idea. And if somebody's gonna do it, it needs to be like the tankiest person on your team who you're okay with getting gone on if they like if your smoke breaks as you walk up this hill and they're standing there.
Yeah.
So playing AM, you know, value your life a little bit more. I think like you walking
Yeah.
at first, your smoke breaking and then blinking is like it's kind of psycho. And you don't really get punished for that, but your shaman does die, and like they probably have vision here. You guys did not get your shaman died before you got a ward down. Do they have vision?
Oh, jeez. That's nice to fight on.
Yeah, look, they have vision. So like this is just the easiest fucking fight in the world for them. You know, they just see everything.
Holy shit. They literally see everything. Oh my god.
Yeah, and you know, you just is it like I've never seen anybody have all three of these cliffs warded at once before. That's intense. But like you got to assume they probably have some vision, and like so
Yeah.
you need your own. And you're not the support. It's not your job to get it down, but like you can say like if you're making that smoke blind uphill, be like, "Hey, ward this before we go up there." You know? Or otherwise it's a shit play kind of.
Yeah.
That's like very high level stuff though. Like in Immortal, like that's what people do is like they supports will ward this cliff because they know it's suicide to just walk up here blind.
Yeah.
Because the enemy's
whenever
probably gonna have vision, right?
whenever I'm a support, that's 100% what I do, and I'll usually try to tell my supports to do that. Like
Yeah,
I was so fucking tilted this game. My team was just like talking shit to me the entire game,
that's
and I made the mistake of not muting them. So
yeah,
Yeah.
it do be like that.
just wasn't using my best brain, I would say. But I get it. Long story short.
Yeah. Is it okay if we wrap it up here?
Yeah, let's do it. Sounds good, man. I
Okay.
appreciate your time.
Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, sub to the channel. And if you want to be coached by me, check the link in the video description. You can join my Discord there, and there's all the information there on how to sign up.